that bed?
No, I think she's like, am I on the right floor? Is this the hospice?
You can eat whatever you want. You only got a day or two to live.
I'm like, so liquid diet? She's like, whatever. You can have a peanut brittle sandwich if you want. I don't think it's going to matter.
Oh, man.
Here's a taco. Go to town. Pop all those stitches.
Really? It's like extra spicy. This is awesome.
Close your eyes after eating.
Just like go.
Open my eyes. She just has left the room.
So what does the hot dietitian say?
So the hot dietitian tells me that I have to be on a clear liquid diet for a week, which is basically chicken broth and beef broth, both of which are like ultra salty and not that great for breakfast.
Right.
Water, and that was pretty much it.
For how long?
And for a week, she said. And I said, so wait, all I can drink is water? They said I could have like clear juices. And she goes, well, no, they have sugar in them. Like, what? Are you not a water person?
What's a clear juice?
And I said, like apple juice or cranberry juice.
Why is that considered clear?
Because you can see, orange juice you can't see through.
It doesn't have any
all
like
the pulp?
Pulp, yeah.
Oh,
It doesn't have any
okay.
pulp in it. And yeah, she's like, so are you not a water person? And I'm like, well, I'm not a prisoner, so I'm not like a just water person, Kind of put a little flavoring in it or whatever. But like you can tell, she was like, go get a protein shake from the.
So you're talking all. So you're talking all kind of gruff to the hot dietitian.
Who? No, I mean, I asked a question. Yeah. I mean, maybe
Or did you say it like that? Well, I'm not a prisoner. Or did you say it a little bit more suave? Was there a jovial tone, like that was a joke?
No, I know I had no chance with her. I'm like, look, bitch. Can I drink fucking cranberry juice or not? But she was like, well, the sugar, it could make it more painful later on and blah, blah, blah. But I took my chances. I had some cranberry juice. It was fine. I think they like overcompensate so that you're sure not to fuck up anything. And then the next day, like I had to go back down and drink that barium shit again. I was telling Walt, before we started, whenever I have a test like that, whenever I do something that they're like, drink this, I always think of him, and I'm like, I hope this never happens to Walt.
Because you won't be able to drink it.
You won't be able to do it, yeah.
Have you ever tried to have to drink it, Q? You had some tests recently? Was there anything you had to do with like that?
No, they did the dye for the brain thing, but they injected that.
Into your head?
No, not into it.
Just in his ear.
Yeah. So it's not, I didn't have to deal with the...
How does the dye come out? Does it come out?
Yeah, I think your body just absorbs it.
But, I mean, when it comes out, is it funky looking?
Oh, well, you like that I pee like yellow or
shit?
green? No, it was fine. Oh, blue shit would be fun, but no.
Yeah.
No.
You could sell that on eBay.
Yeah. Well, I have all the gold flakes in them because I'm still taking those. I'm still taking those gold flake pills. So it looks good no matter what, that shit.
So finally I get discharged. They don't give me any prescriptions. And I was pretty clear. I said, I don't want any narcotics or anything. And they always do the same thing, though. I tell them over and over, here's what I can have, here's what I can't have. And so I tell them, like, you know what? Last night they gave me this stuff, Toradol, which is like it's an anti-inflammatory thing. I said that plus the Ativan and the Tylenol, I said, worked really well. And he's like, well, I can give you morphine. And I said, no. I said, there's if you had asked me this a couple of years ago, I would have been right on top of it.
Now, morphine, that's not a street drug, is it?
Yeah, you can get like morphine tablets. It's not nearly as common, but
well, that's what heroin turns into when it hits your brain, right? Morphine. Right. So that's the same high.
How guarded is morphine in a hospital? I mean, it must be under like.
Well, that shit's
like a
pretty
vaulted, right?
hard to know. Yeah, they have like machines that dispense it. You have to have a slide a card and put your name, your number in, and all that stuff. But I said no, I don't want that. That other stuff.
What would happen if you did get morphine? Do you think?
Would
you feel like you would like there'd be like you'd be all anxious and stuff?
No,
I would be asleep, right?
Yeah, it would be the opposite. I would be like, oh, now I know why I used to take this shit. Let me.
That's what I'm saying.
Let me go back to Highlands.
Would that be? Would that be likely to happen?
I don't think so. I don't have those. Like, I never had that addictive personality prior to starting all of it. So if I wanted to, like, I could go do whatever I wanted. You know what I mean? So being in a hospital and being offered morphine, like, even if they gave it to me, I honestly don't believe like it would make me start start some drug seeking behavior. That's what I would like to think. That's really is what I believe. I can't say 100%, but you know, I don't have those cravings or anything. So I think it probably would have been all right, but you know, why risk that kind of shit? I left the hospital and they sent me to the doctor's office. It happened to be on the way to get my diet plan that I should have gotten at the hospital. And like I told Walt before, it was like I got to the desk and I said, hey, can I get a Whopper and fries and a soda? She's looking at me like, what are you doing here? Like, why would you ask me for that? This lady at the desk. She goes, they said, well, they said to come to the office to get, you know, the diet plan. And she's like, that's the other office. Like, jackass. You know, it's at the hospital. Right, right. Just came in.
How do you not know that, dude?
I know. I'm an idiot, right?
Yeah.
They didn't give me any prescriptions or anything for like, and I'm talking Tylenol, like, you know, just like that hospital grade Tylenol. And she's like, well, you know, you'll have to call back for that because he wasn't there at the time or whatever. It was a Jewish holiday, whatever the fuck. Then I called Friday because I'm like, this really hurts. And you know, it hurt.
Sure.
You know? And the lady told me, she goes, okay, well, you know, I'm not sure if we can call that in, but, you know, I'll check into it, get right back to you.
It's just a high-grade Tylenol.
Yeah. Never called me back. So I got to call the doctor at fucking 8 o'clock at night and say, like, look, now, because now I'm going to go through the weekend without it, right?
Right.
So I call, and the doctor, you know, is like, okay, I'll call in, not a problem. And I didn't get it. She's in, wait and got it. And the lady from CVS is like, you know, we close in 20 minutes.
Why is everybody talking to you like you're an asshole?
I don't understand. Like, you know, I know you close in 20 minutes, which means you're open for 20 more fucking minutes. So count out the 20 fucking pills that are going to be in this and just fucking hand them over because somebody needs them.
Right.
Like, what's your fucking problem?
Well, do your job. Just do your fucking job.
Do your job.
Nobody's asking you to do anything more or less than to do your fucking job for the next 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's just a matter. It's like I always assume that pharmacists concoct the medicine back there. Like they got the vials, they got the
like
beakers.
It used to be,
they're like mashing the drugs.
You know, they got that little
mortar and pestle.
Yeah, they got it, but no, apparently it's just they open a bottle and they count a pill.
Right.
So yeah, I don't understand why it would matter if you like. I only have 20 minutes to count 20 pills. I think you can get that done.
Yeah, you got through fucking pharmacy school, man. You could definitely do that. But you know, so finally I got that. And every day it's a little bit better. I overexerted a couple times, but beyond that, you know, it's just they just
overexerted, like.
Yeah, right. No. I overexerted pushing Sage on a tire swing.
Did they? Well, I imagine they didn't even mention that. They're not even telling you. They're not giving you any drugs. They're not giving you your dietary plan. I'm sure they're not telling you what your carnal schedule should be.
Yeah, I was like, could you call the dietitian back? She might want to be in on this conversation. I mean, I fuck a lot. You know?
If I'm out of commission for a couple of days, this is a catastrophe.
Yeah, we're talking major backups that have ramifications that haven't even been documented in medical journals yet. So, like, who knows what could happen? Like, what do I do about coming?
No, I mean, but like, was there any talk of that? Considering like it's
Oh no, fuck it.
no. I don't mean like in that crass. I just mean in more clinical terms.
No.
No.
Yeah, we clinically talked about it. I'm like, so Suzanne.
No, not
As far
was
as
you and Suzanne. What are you
fornicate-
talking about?
With the doctor,
Yeah. With the doctor, like I say, the doctor.
Did he hint around it like,
Yeah,
hey, no
anything?
exercising?
Oh, I thought you
Wink.
wink. Like, do you want to fuck me?
Nope.
No, he didn't mention that. No, you're right. I mean, if he wasn't telling me about the other stuff, he took one look at me and he's like, I don't think that's a topic I need to cover with this guy. He looks like Quint after he fucking got Nobody's going to be into him. So, yeah, that was, but I mean, after that, really, there's nothing I can point at that's like, all right, well, here's another fucking health issue.
Right.
So once this clears up, fucking cross fingers, there's a good chance that, like, all right, I'm back to being healthy.
Right.
You know, so I can, you know, I'm more, like, because I'll have the blood I'm supposed to have. There won't be any more chronic blood loss. So I'll have the oxygen so I can exercise more
Right.
and all that shit. So
Just a quality of life increase.
yeah, it should get better. So that's what I'm hoping for. And then, you know, with along with all that comes more productivity. Makes you want to do more. Like, I have found, like, even in the past week, I'm like, I want to do stuff. Like, you know, I want to work. I really look forward to tonight. Who you did the show with SJ last week?
Oh yeah, well we canceled the 1 True 3 and we got it all rescheduled. Everybody's in, Q.
Even Maxwell.
Even Maxwell said
No,
he will make an
did
attempt.
Maxwell come?
He
Yeah, he
came.
flew.
I feel. Yeah, I'll pay for his flight to come back.
No worries.
Yeah.
I felt okay. I felt bad for him.
He will make an attempt to come back. I
Yeah.
think he will, probably the way he was so gung ho.
Okay.
So every single person is locked.
Is Officer Troy in?
Officer Troy is locked.
Excellent.
Yeah, he's the key.
That to me is like the most exciting element for me
He's
is
a big
Troy.
key to the game, and I agree with you. It
Yeah.
is super exciting to have him involved always.
Yeah.
So there was nothing to be, you know, what'd you call yourself? A joy killer? What'd you say? At the beginning of the show? I can't remember what you said.
Buzz killer.
Yeah, not at all. It was easily fixed, and it would have been like seeing the Beatles and Paul or John not playing like that night. You know, like if they couldn't go on, you only get to see them once. To have you not be involved would have been. It would have been something that would have been awful. We always would have looked back on it and be like, "Oh fuck, we did that," but he wasn't there.
Yeah, I'm glad you waited. I was hoping you would.
Oh yeah, I didn't want to. I mean, the only reason I would have even considered it was because he was here. But I only considered it for like less than like 5 minutes. I was like, can't do it, man. It's just, I understand he's here and I feel horrible that he came and everything, but for the betterment of what we're doing, it had to be postponed. And it turned out we got a clear date and everything works out.
Yeah.
Sometimes things work out.
That motherfucker ain't coming.
No, he was actually, everybody was. I mean, what is everybody going to do? No one's going to be mad or upset. No one was. Everybody understood shit happens, especially when you're dealing with...
My perception of how a medical procedure is going to go.
But yeah, Sunday Jeff came down. Came down last week.